The difference between needing something and wanting something could be the absolute differentiator between success and failure. With all the opportunities that exist today, why haven't you reached your next level of income, life, and wealth? In most cases, we've been lied to. We've been told that if you find the right opportunity and you work hard, you can be successful. And that's simply not true. Millionaires, billionaires, and successful people have realized you need the foundation for wealth, the habits. And that's exactly what you'll be learning on the Millionaire Success Habits podcast. All success starts here. I can't tell you how many times in my career and being a businessman and people knowing my marketing skills that people will come up to me and say, I can't believe my business didn't work. I created something that everybody in the world, everybody in America, everybody in my local area need. I'll talk to people who said, I went into the boardroom and I literally showed them how they need to give me the promotion, how they need to put me ahead of marketing, or they need to put me ahead of sales, or they need to make me the vice president. I've even talked to people in a relationship and said, I can't believe it. My girlfriend, my boyfriend, my husband, wife, they need me, or they need me to do these things. And I want to be brutally honest with you right now. People don't do things they need to do. Think about it. Do people need to stop eating so much sugar? Do people need to stop eating so much processed food? I could be talking to you right now. Do people need to go to the gym more or exercise more? Do people need more green vegetables in their life? Do people need less fat in their life? Yes, lots of people need those things, but guess what? People will only do those things if they want to. This is a huge determining factor when it comes to success or failure with a business. Whether you want to start a business or you just want to know how to persuade in your own life or get the promotion or take a business that's floundering in your life and make it profitable, you really need to understand the difference between needing something and wanting something on the deepest level possible. Because I've met so many people who've fallen in love with their creations, and you should. If you're selling something to the world, if you're selling something online, you want to sell something in retail, sell it on TV, sell it in any area, you want to sell it on Amazon, you need to love that product, love that service. But just because you love it doesn't mean people are going to want it. And again, I've watched people create an invention, come up with a new idea, take something that someone else has and make it 10,000 times better and want to push it out. And the terminology they use is, this fulfills a need. This is a massive need. But today, maybe for the first time ever, I want you to understand the difference between needing something and wanting something. Because even though someone may need it, it doesn't mean that they want to buy it. They want to have it, right? So how do we decipher the difference? So one thing is to enter the conversations already going on in the minds of your future or potential clients, your prospects. The simple word is a prospect. It's someone that is out there that you hope is fishing for the bait that you have to offer. So how do you do that? Well, I just heard a great example 2 days ago. A guy was creating a program for, remember The Biggest Loser? Maybe it's still on TV. I don't watch a lot of TV. But this guy I do business with was formulating a deal with the Biggest Loser people, because I guess they have Biggest Loser camps all over the country. 5 or 6 locations. And what a great service. These people that are extremely overweight, can barely walk up a flight of stairs. They're coming there and they go to these camps to get educated on the difference between good and bad food. They get educated on how they can fit an exercise program in their life. And a lot of these people leave there with their lives transformed, love it. So the guy I'm working with was doing business with them to create a new sales process to get more people engaged. So he wanted to learn what people that were extremely overweight, what are their thoughts? How do you enter a conversation going on in their heads, rather than thinking, oh, if you're that overweight, you must hate the way you look, or just obvious stuff. And if you're that much overweight, I'm not trying to be belittling or critical in any way, but if someone's going to help you, they have to understand what's going on. What are your thoughts? What are your fears? What are your goals? What are your desires? So anyway, he goes and spends a couple weeks at one of these camps with people that were extremely overweight, and he entered their lives. He entered their world. He learned their fears. He learned their worries. He didn't guess. He didn't say they need to lose weight. No shit. No, I'm just being obvious. Now, of course they need to lose weight. They need to lose weight because they'll be healthier. They'll need to lose weight so they have better relationships, or maybe more intimacy in their life. That's obvious. They need it, but they're not going to change unless you know what they want. So he spends a couple weeks with them, and he was in complete shock of what he learned because he entered conversations in their head. He found their true worries, like things like flying was their biggest fear. The embarrassment of walking down the aisle in a runway and then asking for the extra seatbelt. I mean, I wouldn't have thought of that, and I think of that. It hurts my heart to think that they feel that way. People looking down the aisle at them. Another thing is they feared grocery stores. They felt like if they went to a grocery store and they put one bag of potato chips in their bag, everybody in the whole store would be looking at them. So they shopped in the middle of the night. They hated the word fat. I'm just talking about this group he was with. Maybe if you're way overweight, then this isn't you, but I'm just telling you what he found out. He hated the word fat. Most of the girls just wanted to lose dress sizes, and that's the way they wanted to equate it. He never would have discovered that until he entered conversations going on in their minds. If you created the weight loss process or something to help these people, and you were just thinking, they need to lose weight, they need to look better, and you went about it, you wouldn't touch their emotions. You wouldn't touch what they really want, what their goals are, what their desires. So now when he crafted the fulfillment for this, when he crafted the sales process and sales script to get people engaged, you can't do any business without selling them first. Selling's not evil. Selling gets people engaged to go to another level of life. You get them emotionally invested in a bigger future, and you give them a shortcut. So you still have to sell them. So when he found those triggers, he knew how to communicate. He knew how to sell. He knew how to offer the solutions for what they wanted, not what he felt they needed. So let me ask you, what do you want to excel at in your life? Do you want to get a promotion at work? If you do, don't think about why your boss or your company needs you. Think what they want. What problems can you solve for them? What fires can you put out? What complexity can you reduce? What ROI can you bring in where there's more money coming in? Because that's what they want. All business people want less complexity and more return on their investment. Bring less complexity, put out fires, bring more money, you get what you want. Your business, if you have this great product that you know everybody needs, have you really asked? Do you really know? Have you entered the conversation of people? Have you entered and finished sentences that they're saying so you know exactly what they want? So you can you can tweak the product and then tweak your sales message? If you have a relationship that's not at the level you want, instead of thinking what your spouse or the person on the other side of the relationship needs, and you want to find out what they want, enter conversations, find out their fears, find out what they're saying to their girlfriends or their buddies when you're not around. That's the kind of status, the stats that you need to finish or to improve upon a relationship. Guys, I hope this podcast showed you the difference between needing and wanting. The whole world, so many people go into business with fulfilling a need. In most of the cases, you don't win until you understand what they want and you supply it. And in some cases, you sell them what they want. But you're fortunate enough to create such a great product or service that you're giving them what they need to improve the quality of their life or their purchases or their transformation that they need, and you can provide it. That's my podcast for today. Remember, all success starts here. Listen, if you liked the video, make sure you click subscribe right now so you never miss an episode. And while you're there, click the notification bell so you'll know when the next one goes live. You can always follow us on Instagram, and if you don't already have Millionaire Success Habits, you can grab it for free at deansfreebook.com. Remember, all success starts here.